Top 10 countries where you can start a new life. There are countless reasons why one would want to change his or her life and move over to a new country. Chances are you're more of a normal individual who'd like to break away from the routine, the hardships in some countries, or anything that would keep you stuck in a life situation you didn't ask for. Or maybe you're only dreaming with open eyes to merrier horizons. No matter the reason behind it, a big change always brings a fresh start. A new environment, a new town or a new country, a new culture and life values, different people, all that will help you reset everything and start over with other opportunities and a new life and energy. While there are plenty of life changes that can be made, moving to a new country is probably one of the biggest moves anybody could make. Why you should consider moving to another country. The world is becoming a smaller place. More people are moving from their home countries to other countries every year, which has led to an increase in expats. The idea of moving abroad is not new, but the numbers show that it is still on the rise. This can be attributed to a few factors such as increased immigration, globalization, and economic growth. This video talks about why you should consider moving to another country and how it can benefit your life. It also looks at some of the reasons why people might not want to move abroad and what they should do if they decide not to move after all. This video looks at the benefits of living in another country, including how it can make your life better and some of the reasons why people might not want to move abroad. It also looks at some of the challenges of moving overseas. How to find your best foreign home. Finding a home abroad is a difficult task for many people, but there are some countries that are more affordable and have better living standards. The U.S. is the most expensive country to live in, while Ecuador is the cheapest. The U.S. also has the highest standard of living in the world. Many people choose to live in Ecuador because the standard of living is much lower. Therefore, they can save more money. Welcome to Bevan.shop, a place where you will find the stuff that never lets you down. Top 10 countries where you can start a new life. 10. Australia. The land down under is a great choice for those who want to move somewhere else and get a fresh start. Australia is the preferred option for people from the United States, especially because of the language and job opportunities. But expats from all over the world are impressed by it. The country has a lot to offer also in terms of landscape and outdoor and leisure activities, especially when you think about diving or surfing. In addition to all these reasons, the Aussie culture and the relaxed and friendly nature of the Australians make it a great choice for a new life somewhere in a distant land. 9. South Africa. With English as one of the official languages in the country, South Africa appeals especially those English-speaking foreigners and expats, as it makes everything easier. That even more if you're an IT specialist, as they are in great need of them. South Africa is renowned for its cultural diversity and amazing natural beauty, and has been a top country for travelers since the end of apartheid back in 1994. Living there is a great choice, especially for those looking for outdoor adventures and a natural, relaxed lifestyle. But cities like Cape Town offer everything you would expect in a big cosmopolitan city, plus a high standard of living and relatively low costs. 8. Uruguay. Uruguay is an undervalued country, probably the most undervalued in South America. What not many people know is that Uruguay is a safe haven. Stable economically, politically, and socially, and with a moderate climate protected from extreme weather, Uruguay is more than perfect for expats who look for a comfortable and stable life. On top of that, Uruguay has a very good infrastructure, one of the best in Latin America, especially when it comes to roads and public transportation, the internet, and healthcare. While you have to make an effort and learn a little bit of Spanish, once you do that, there are countless opportunities awaiting you there. 7. Mexico. While Mexico has for a long time been seen as an unsafe country, with many drug cartels roaming free on its streets, the truth is farther away from that image. Mexico is not that country. Its crime level is much lower than in most South American countries, and its people are very friendly and kind. What's more, Mexico has an amazing culture that will quickly get your mind out of your previous life and into a fresh, new, and adventurous start. The wonderful weather and low costs of living are good reasons to put Mexico on your list of options. 6. United Arab Emirates. With a stable economy and political situation, the United Arab Emirates is another good option for those considering starting over in a fresh location. With Dubai being the top choice for the high quality of life there and many opportunities, the United Arab Emirates attracts more and more foreigners into moving there. On the other hand, though, the United Arab Emirates is not a cheap option, so you'd need to make sure you've got what it takes to survive the luxurious and upgraded life there, as prices are high enough to make you think very seriously about the option. The good side is that paychecks are usually big enough to cover most of the amenities of life in the UAE. 5. Panama. Panama is well known for its quality of life, as more and more people who move there do it for that specific reason, and they're not disappointed several months later. Even more, most of those who started over in Panama have admitted that their happiness levels have increased. The people of Panama are lovely, and that's one reason why moving there and starting over is bliss. You'll have plenty of opportunities for new friendships. Also, getting a job there isn't a problem, especially if you're interested in anything tourism-related, such as restaurants and hotels. 4. Singapore. If you're in search of a stable, normal, and orderly environment to call home, Singapore is the answer you're looking for. This country has excellent living standards, with some uncommon regulations, such as not being allowed to smoke, spit, or chew gum in the street, which is not a bad thing if you think about it. Sure, you might get a fine until you get used to it, but hey, at least it's a civilized environment. Also, Singapore is the go-to destination for those looking for very well-paid jobs, quality healthcare, and good public transport infrastructure. One of Asia's leading countries, Singapore will amaze you with its vibrant atmosphere, modernity, and luxury once you set foot there. 3. Canada. Canada can feel like a second home to most U.S. citizens, so for them, moving there would be easy. But Canada is a friendly land for everybody looking to move to a country with a high level of life quality. From job opportunities to leisure activities and some of the friendliest people in the world, Canada is one of the top destinations for those looking to make a big change in their lives and get a fresh start somewhere else. More than that, Canada is a family-friendly country, focusing a lot on the well-being of its people and their families. But even if you're more like the lone traveler type, Canada offers amazing scenery and plenty of gorgeous land for exploration. 2. Czech Republic. Czech Republic probably doesn't sound like a good country to start over, but believe us, there are a lot of expats living there already, most of them from the United States. Let's face it, Czech Republic is one of the most beautiful countries in Europe, and on top of that, it offers countless opportunities to start a new life there without being among the world's richest. Science, teaching, and healthcare seem to be the most successful domains there, so if you're involved in any of them or have an academic background in those fields, you're more than welcome to move there. And let's not forget about those beautiful Czech girls, for all the lone males looking for a new country to start over. 1. Ecuador. Ecuador is one of those gems of South America that hasn't been on people's minds for a long time, and it's only now that this country is showing up on the radar of those looking to either move overseas or for an out-of-the-ordinary vacation. In the last few years, Ecuador has become one of the top countries for expat living, which is a good sign if you're looking for a high-quality life and inexpensive costs of living. Also, Ecuador has one of the lowest crime rates in South America, which makes it a safe destination. Long to decide to move there, or at least have a month-long vacation to explore the most impressive parts of Ecuador. It is important to know that each country has its own requirements for immigrants. Some countries require that immigrants have certain qualifications or skills, while other countries require that immigrants have a certain amount of money in their bank accounts. Other countries may not require any qualifications at all, but instead charge an application fee for every immigrant that applies. What is living like there? Going abroad can be an exciting experience, but it can also be difficult to adjust to the culture and customs of a different country. However, there are many things you can do to make the transition easier. People who go abroad often have a culture shock when they arrive in a new country. The new environment, people, and surroundings are so different that it takes time for them to adjust. It is important to take it slow and not try too much at once. It is also important not to feel guilty about wanting to go back home or being homesick during the adjustment period. There is no need for you to stay in your comfort zone if you want the experience of living abroad. What you need to know about moving overseas. Moving overseas is a big decision. It can be difficult to make the right decision, especially with all the information out there on how to do it. This article will help you understand what you need to know before you decide to move abroad. Moving overseas is not a simple process, and it takes time and effort. But if you are ready for this commitment and choose your destination wisely, it can be a rewarding experience for yourself and your family. Like this video so that it can reach more people and change their lives. Share this video with all your friends and family. Subscribe to the button and press the bell icon for new videos. Thank you for watching this video.